setup. It's giving me
Oh,
some
yeah.
issues.
I don't know how to do it, but maybe.
Are you familiar with the mixer?
No. I'm remembering trying to do this and confused.
This is on, this is up at max. All the summers that we're seeing. Plug it in, plug it out maybe.
You could just use the adapter maybe.
And this was going to go in here. This is lighting. This is for USB-C.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Let's try this. Thank you. Did not see that.
Because you ever tried with your phone before and then like it was being tricky and then someone figured it out.
So we just turn that on and it's on.
Yeah, it's on, and it's all the way up too.
Is it? It's all the way down.
Is there anybody at the front desk?
We need help with the sound system.
Do you either of you know how to work the?
It was just working.
For you?
Yeah, and I just did the little, I just did that little guy.
Wait, did you set it as a headphone?
Is it because you were connected?
Because sometimes it for like if you registered as a headphone, it will turn the music really little because of you as a headphone, as opposed to like just a phone system.
Oh, see? You know more than me.
That's because it will happen to us one time.
Oh, I was struggling to turn it on last week.
This is odd. Like the. I'll see if it's plugged down.
Everybody done.
You know if there's like another speaker then? And
There is a, I don't know, you want to take the one next door?
I was like, it literally was just working. So, it was me. I literally just unplugged it. You know, that's my IT. They're like, is it working? I'm like, I unplugged it, I turned it on. So I'm okay. Thanks.
yeah, I mean that's better than nothing.
Is this supposed to be connected to something? For Bluetooth? Like, is this supposed to be connected to something?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Does this need to be plugged in? Or is it charged?
For this?
No, for this.
I don't think it's beat chart.
Alright, we're good.
And then Bluetooth.
I guess we could just use this for now. Yeah. So that pretty much just means that you're taking your arms and you're trying to ride one wave of the music, and your feet are basically riding another wave. So if you really listen to the music,
something about future history in the
while I'm listening, and there's a lot happening in the song too. Like, so that alone might overwhelm you. And I think this is also a very good exercise to just practice on listening. There is the main, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Like that's the constant. Like, that's never going to change. Within house music, it's typically one very consistent 1, 2, 3, 4 that just loops, and it's very repetitive. So I think that's where I would like to say that could represent like your safe zone. So ideally, for the 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to be hitting again 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But then if you branch outside of that very basic loop that's going to go for the rest of the mix, there are vocals. Sometimes you'll hear like really random like cymbals, or you might hear like a snare like ba da ba da ba da ba every eighth, ba da ba da ba da ba ba da ba da ba da ba ba da ba da ba da ba, and for that you can just do a little. You can literally hit like a ba da ba da ba da ba da with arms, and that kind of showcases, a very simple mastery of musicality. Like how are you able to showcase the instruments and music, or even the vocals, while using different body parts. Again, now we're entering like more like higher level advanced stuff, but this is just something that I want you to at least be conscious of, just to play with. I don't expect mastery of this in a day, because this is something that I'm still working with myself, but it's something that I just want both of you to at least be aware of. Okay? Any questions so far? Okay. So again, we're adding emphasis on arms.
Wait, so on the whole sequence or just like do the...
So your feet are going to be constant with the 1, 2, 4 step. But what I'm asking is that I want you to now add emphasis on using your arms, because I think before both of you were hyper fixated on just getting again the 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and now that it looks good for both of you, because I have an idea, or I have an understanding that you have an understanding of the movement, which is great so far. And from here, you're just going to be adding different types of arm movements, whether or not you want to intentionally be static, no pun intended to my name, and you're here, and you keep it here, and then you switch it, and then you switch it, and then you switch it again. If you want to, do more like popping elements, where you're just here, 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 here. Like that could work. And some people tend to do that because it shows that they're able to ride a different wave of music. And there's a lot of multitasking. So again, just baby steps. I just want you to get into the habit of just playing with those arms. Whether or not you want to do shapes and make them sharp, or you can be more fluid and just get into the habit of waving your arms like that. You can add emphasis to your chest, because your chest is going to bleed into your arms. That makes it a lot easier. Same thing with shoulders, and being a little bit more like water, while you're still working on this. And you can go really slow with it. Okay? And if it feels, again, you're going to be super conscious of it, because right now you're forcing it. But I want to get to the point where I ask you to do a step, and then after you do the step, the arms come naturally. Not unless you want to intentionally keep your arms here, which is not inherently bad, because then this is going to make people hyper fixated on your feet. But if your feet are doing something that's super repetitive, right, this shows the basic mastery that you understand the rhythm, right? And then your arms give you a little bit more flexibility to show I actually can connect to more than one piece of the music at the same time, which goes back into the whole Hollywood conversation of your arms should be hitting like 1, 2, 3, 4, while your feet are hitting 1, 2, 3, 4 at double the rhythm. And that gets tricky, but all the time, alright? So, try that to the best of your ability. I'm gonna play the music. do another countdown. I'm gonna say 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and then I'm gonna point to one person, and then you're just gonna emphasize arms. While the other person is still going to be doing that same footwork step. So at both times, both of you are still going to be drilling that step, but one person is gonna have the focus of doing arm movement, and then after the countdown, I'm gonna say switch, and then the opposite person is gonna now do the footwork. But yeah, you got it? Okay. Get ready, find your groove right now. And 5, 6, too, because like I'm noticing a lot about myself even. Some of the movement that I will have my students drill are things that I don't always necessarily do in repetition when it comes to more dynamic stuff like spinning or like diving, like shooting like advanced levels. So even myself, I was noticing like, okay, I'm not used to turning as much, but this is I was learning in real time. Because I think in the past I would normally start a little bit slower, but I wanted to see if you guys could keep up just to see how it felt. But I think that realistically, like while you're dancing, I would probably say that you're not really gonna do something any more than 3 times. So whether or not you're doing a performance, a choreo, showcase, or battling, or even like if you go out to a party and like you're clubbing or something, and that's just something that I've noticed amongst myself and or other dancers. So I think maybe I'll have you guys try to do it 3 times and then stop for like a second. Then if I want everything again, repeat again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, Another thing that I wanted to comment on is spotting. Are we aware of how to spot? So, either you're open to correct me if I'm wrong. I think the terminology stems from dancers at ballet, where they are focusing on just one subject while they're basically, you're going to hyperfixate on one still object if you know that you're about to prepare to do multiple turns. So for people that are doing that, whether you're doing multiple spins or even like with the breaking, if you're going to go into doing like crazy footwork where you're going to be spinning, or doing power moves where you're going to be spinning, typically what I was taught is just to focus on just one subject, and whenever you whip your head, so for example, I'm going to spot this whiteboard. If I know that I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm instantly going to whip and then connect right back. So that way, like my eyesight, my vision isn't just wandering to random stuff and make sure that the work is oriented if you're not spotting. But sometimes I notice a lot of people will close their eyes. I try to not recommend that. Like, it's not powerful, but I just think it's important to see, you know, where you're going. If you have really good spatial awareness and the music really just takes you there, you're just like here and you know you got it. That does feel good dancing with your eyes closed, but I'm just concerned about you just accidentally hitting something. But in both of your cases, if you feel comfortable, again, just focusing on yourself in the mirror, or just even looking down, I know that sometimes helps me, where I might go like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just because I'm curious to see how the forward looks. I would just argue not to get into the habit of looking down. For the sake of training, if you just want to see how you look, that's cool, but ideally, you know, if you're going to be dancing, you want to be looking up. Because I think that showcases and represents confidence versus you looking down, where this looks like you're more insecure and more timid and more like, I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, so those are just some ideas and thoughts to stick with. Okay. Same kind of thing. 1 minute on the timer. And you're going to drill 1, But this time, you two are both going to be responsible for connecting the bridge. If you get absolutely stuck, I'll give you some guidelines. But you know me by now. I'd like to see you guys connect the dots by yourself because this is how you're leveling up. This is how you're increasing your freestyle. Even though your brain is probably running overtime right now thinking, but I want you to try to feel. And if you mess up, it's okay, you mess up. Okay? Alright, so as of right now, we're just focusing on 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a spin. Okay? Find your groove. jump in and out of both of those steps at will. And in between, while you're doing those steps, you can incorporate arms if you choose, and you can incorporate variations of each of the steps that you just went over. So just as a quick reminder. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And then you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have the last answer. This and this into, and how you connect those steps together, I'm going to allow you to play with that. So that could look like, again, right? That's just one very random transition. One more time with the other one. You're here. Boom, 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 boom. You go on the opposite side. This means doing the opposite. And then boom, boom, boom. Now I'm back here. Just playing steps. But I'm thinking of one, I'm thinking of another. I'm just thinking of how I can hop in and out of each one. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's lots of freedom, but I'm just looking for how you're juggling those two steps. Okay? And after we do that, that shall be it. This is going to be a part of like the end of the last thing. I'm just making it more intentional this time. Right. Yeah, this is perfect. Thanks. 5 and 6. Okay. Question. Not to go back. Would you both feel more comfortable to go at the same time, or would you feel more comfortable to go one at a time? Same time? Same time? Okay. Okay. And I was just thinking because I think this could also, not to overwhelm, but this could also be a really good idea to practice dancing together. I don't know if I said that at like the very beginning of when I first started teaching here, like 2 months ago now. That house ultimately is not just like a social dance. This is a very, like you can dance with partners, like you can dance with multiple people at once if the opportunity presents itself. So even though, like again, if you go to a party, ideally, you might see people just kind of just doing their own thing. You can also feed off the energy of another person, right? If we have more people, I would like to do a couple different exercises involving what I'm referring to. Technically, you can still do it with you two, and I think I'm going to probably start that next week. But for now, I think this could just be a really light introduction on what it feels like just to dance with somebody with similar intention or movement. So let's try that and see how that makes both of you feel. So you're going to be facing each other, and you're going to be doing the same exercise. But again, one person might inspire the other to do another move and vice versa. Cool?
Or we're both dancing at the same time.
Yes. Yeah. Alright, so you can kind of just like feed off of each other's energy. Just to make it a little bit again, the goal of this is not to make you both feel uncomfortable, but it's to do the opposite, to build confidence to dance with somebody and to be comfortable while technically still doing something different, but the intention is the same. You guys are both following like these same very loose guidelines, if that makes sense. Okay? Alright, so we're gonna do that for a minute straight, and then that's it for class. Okay? Alright, the timer on. Alright. And I'll just be like analyzing to see if you guys are able to connect the dots. Good. 5, 6, 7, go. It's very organic, and you guys didn't express any words, it just happened. You're reading off each other's movement, and you're just doing it. Why are you frowning? Why are you frowning? Yeah, so I mean, I think it looks really good. So yeah, and yes, I'm trying to think. Anything else? I think breaking starts next week.
Oh, that's it? I don't know if they, I didn't see an announcement, but.
Yeah, I spoke to, I think, Jim. Oh, I gotta get paid today too. Yeah, so like, I don't know what to do now. Like,
I think Eric's still here.
okay, so I'll speak to him. Yeah, is he teaching right now? Is he working?
No, he's not teaching.
Okay, so I'll just talk to him after. Yeah, I think that's it. Now that do you have any questions? Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, normally, I speak to the front about payment. I don't know if I should go to you today.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I was told is that everyone's payment is in the drawer.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look for your stack.
Yes. Yeah, and then I gotta sign the sheet that I taught today.
No.
Okay, go.
I know how to do that job.
Word.
You see this? See what this is?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should actually ask if they have like shirts like when I'm competing, because all the studios that I work at, they normally give me like merch because and I know like Bodega gives me one, the other dance studios that I teach on Long Island, they give me some stuff because I compete a lot and it's basically just like free advertisement for their studio. They're like, oh, he dances good, where can I dance good? And then boom. So yeah, I'll see if they have any extras that I can want.
I think they do.
Word. Yeah, especially just like as a teacher too. Yeah. Because I like to, help out the studios. And I know that Evolute has been like up and down, we're just trying to get more people. But I do both of you live in Flushing? I see. Yeah, because a lot of the people, like, I don't know if you guys remember like the first day, but like, I think like the biggest concern for many people that want to come take my class, it's just more so of the commute. Everybody says that Flushing is difficult to get to based on where a lot of my other students are based, because they're like in Brooklyn or in Manhattan, and for me it's just kind of neutral because like I drive, so it's just parking that's annoying. But I'm happy that class is on Sunday because I can like find parking a lot easier. But I know like during like the week, parking here is like madness. Yeah, you gotta like either pay or just the looping around for like an hour. It's just not good. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you both for coming again. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, just now's the time. If not, I should catch you next week.
I think I like the format today of the class.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I'm like encouraging us to like freestyle.
Yeah, and again, like that's kind of like the main direction that I really want to go because, again, like I've been doing a lot of research on like a lot of the other house classes that my friends teach, and I'm noticing that the same pattern that like everybody is hyper fixating on choreography because it sells and it works, and a lot of people feel safer with choreo. But my whole argument with that is that if you take away the choreo and you just tell somebody to dance on the spot, a lot of the times they're like they have like the deer in headlights look, you know, and I do think this is more difficult starting out, but I think that at least for me, like this is the type of training that I would do in my own time to really help me get comfortable. But I appreciate the feedback because, you know, I'm never really sure like what is most effective. And then I also have to account for every person learns differently and has different needs and but okay, I'll keep that in mind in regards to like my speaking and things like that. But again, sometimes I will do choreo, but my intuition has always told me to stay away from it just because everybody else is already like doing it, and I want to be able to be one of those teachers within like the club and street dance space as a teacher that is going over more foundation and more drills and more like technique, while also pushing your own creativity to see, okay, like how are you going to be able to connect the dots by yourself? Because you're going to be able to really figure out like who you are as a dancer more than me telling you what to do. And of course, like if I see that like the technique is like, I'm like, hey, like pick up your hips or, you know, like poke your chest out and stuff like that. But again, like at least with this dance, it's generally about the feeling. It's generally about feeling good and just expressing yourself with movement. And again, all this vocabulary that I'm teaching you is nothing more than you can feel more comfortable to just like let loose. So that way, like you can just turn like your thinking off and your body will just naturally just move and you're not feeling so insecure about like, is this correct or because it doesn't matter. Like you're dancing and you're connecting with the music or with the people next to you, and that's what this dance is really about. You know, a lot of people forget that, and I think a lot of that comes from you know, some of the really I don't want to say toxic, or maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I just think that I've heard a lot of dancers tell me like some of their choreo horror stories of feeling like they're not worthy and they're not good enough because they're not able to absorb the choreo like quickly enough, or I don't know, it's more just performance based versus like true self-expression, and like to each his own, you know. So yeah, but yeah, that is it. Awesome. Yes, you're very welcome.
Really pretty bad.
Thank you. And then